Hello to everyone. I am Miguel Bolaños. In today's video, I'm gonna share with you a class plan. So for that, let me share with you my screen in order to do the explanation more interactive. Yes, perfect. I hope you can see the screen, the PowerPoint presentation. So now let me start. So the topic lesson is prefix and suffix. Just give me a second. Yeah. So now the topic is prefixes and suffixes. The target is first bachelor. The time of the class is gonna be 45 minutes. The objectives that we're gonna get about listening, we will be able to identify and follow directions. Um, about speaking, we will be able to talk about possible situations with suffix and prefixes in a conversation. Also, about reading, we will be able to recognize what are prefixes and suffixes, and also write probable situation with suffixes and prefixes. Well, here I have a little bit explanation that I am going to be huge then with the other screens. So prefix, root word, and suffix. Like we can see, we have some examples like the word conform. So with prefix uncomfortable or uncomfortable and suffix uncomfortable able. Like you can see with blue prefix and with red suffix. Now the methodology is gonna be the direct method and audiolingual method. The strategies, um, repetitions, grammar pronunciations, very important. Interact with oral exercises with the class to motivate, to learn. Imitation of sentences, yeah, sentences and paragraph made, and we're gonna use images, videos, and audios. So, uh, before to start with explanation, before to start with explanation, like anticipatory set, students will know they must have a clear understanding of prefixes and suffixes. But often these concepts are kind of difficult to teach, you know? So in this class, I will focus on making the topic known with the help of different playful activities. So um, now, first we will have a video about suffixes and prefixes in order to give them a small idea of, of this topic, and later will be treated with depth. After that, we're going to explain, like you can see in the screen, prefixes and suffixes. Prefixes a group of letter places before the root word, and suffixes a group of letter placed after the root word. Like you can see, and the example, and, except, and able. unacceptable. It is really clear. So, in the explanation, uh, after reviewing the concept, create a prefix and base and suffix word tree, basically a tree made from butcher paper with a large trunk of branches to the left and right. This will provide a visual of the position that prefix and suffix have around a buzzword, like I said before. Then make a list of prefixes that could go with the buzzword. Put those to the left of the buzzword and demonstrate the fact that prefixes come before the buzzword. Finally, we're gonna do a brainstorm a list of suffixes and place them to the right of the buzzword. The placement will remind students that suffixes go after the buzzword. Yeah, like you can see in the picture, prefixes and suffixes are words part that modify the meaning of a word by attaching to the beginning or end of the word, respectively. And then with the next step, like modeling, we're going to disappear of those that occur and we're going to give a perfect feedback about the topic. Like a guided practice, we're going to form groups of three and then we will give prefixes and suffixes to each group. They must write quickly, and the first one who has up accumulate points until the group reach 10 points will be the winner. Like independent practice, a list of exercises will be presented in order to the students resolve them, completing the blank spaces using the correct form of suffixes and prefixes. Yeah, well, in the step about assignment, um, I will evaluate the students by means of an audio in order to know if the students have understood the class. The evaluations will be developed as follows. First, the audio will be played 2 times. The students will write down what they understand. Then each student should read their notes in front of the whole class. And finally, closing review and follow up. Um, Here we have the supplementary material, the test, the audio about prefixes and suffixes, the activity group, and I think that's all for this class plan. Um, well, so um, I hope you enjoy this class, and I hope you can you can understand something about the plan class and about the topic prefixes and suffixes. And I think that's all. Thank you so much.